Hello everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Reviews. I'm Jason bringing you today's video. I got the fuzzy one Freya just about to show up, so hopefully she shows up here in the video. Come on baby girl. And as always, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Come on baby. We're a small family channel, just trying to bring you guys books, authors, fun, exciting things to read, just things to entertain you. So we're going to keep doing it no matter what, but we'd appreciate any support you guys might want to give to us. Today I want to talk about an author that I have talked about in the past. I want to talk about one of his books, my favorite actually of the series. I want to talk about Michael Z Williamson and his book, The Weapon. As always, I'm going to talk about four things. I'm going to talk about the world, I'm going to talk about the character, I'm going to talk about the plot, I'm going to talk about the writing style. So the world, this is far future. Far future. Humanity has expanded out amongst the stars, and expanded out to the point that there are multiple empires, basically. Because if you think about it, once we expand out, especially since when we first start out, if we manage to figure out interstellar travel, it's not going to be super fast. So once we manage to expand out, we're going to fracture. We're going to end up with the galactic equivalent of countries, separate countries, stuff like that. So having multiple empires kind of makes sense. Now, for the most part, they're primarily controlled by the original empire, which is Earth, and controlled by Earth. Even Mars is technically separate from Earth, although they do tend to follow right along. But Earth generally controls everything. Now, there's a little bit of a political slant to this series. Earth has definitely gone down some some parallel roads to things that we can see in politics even now on planet Earth. But the weapon mostly focuses on Earth. About half of the book occurs on Earth. Half of the book occurs on another world, Granier, which is actually separate from Earth and has refused to join any of the pacts, treaties, and agreements with Earth. They call themselves a Freehold, the Freehold of Granier. I think it's pronounced Granier or something like that. Grainne. As far as the characters go, it mostly focuses on Kenneth Shinran. There are a lot of other characters in it, but Kenneth is the primary character. He is the weapon that the book is named after. And he is basically a street kid, a street urchin kind of thing that ends up joining the military and flourishing, which can happen, absolutely can happen. Ends up flourishing so well and to such a point that he basically joins their special forces and their special forces commandos. He becomes an operator, and he becomes a high level operator. Now, this being far future, there are some there's some tech that comes into play, implants and stuff like that. But for the most part, a lot of it is training or chemical enhancements. And yeah, so he becomes a special forces soldier, and a really good one, a great one. And the book is pretty thick. It's a Baen book, so it's just a science fiction adventure book. The first part of the book deals with his training and some of his earlier missions. Absolutely fascinating. A lot of fun to read. I've read this book probably 8 to 10 times. It's an entertaining, fun read. Then he is recruited by some of the higher ups for basically a deep cover mission. A deep cover mission, as Freehold continues to refuse to join with Earth and be under Earth's laws and Earth's or lack thereof and Earth's control. They're getting more and more pressure from Earth, and they believe that eventually Earth is going to attack them. It's going to invade them. So Kenneth goes through a whole nother, not really training, because he's actually the one in charge. So he kind of starts a training program. He recruits his team, fairly large team, goes through some fairly specialized training, and then they are slipped into, Earth. They're slipped onto Earth, where they stay for years. They are deep cover. Obviously, I'm talking about plot now, moved on from character, but they're deep cover. So they stay on Earth for quite a long time, to the point where Kenneth marries, he has a kid, and then, guess what? Earth invades. Earth invades, Grenier with no warning, no provocation, and the team is activated. They are activated, and they just go after infrastructure on Earth. They basically do. I won't even call it a guerrilla campaign. It's a terrorist campaign. It absolutely is a terrorist campaign, which is the point. Is what they were trying to do, because they knew that while Freehold has a very strong military, it does not have the number of bodies that Earth has, and the Earth Empire has, all its various star systems and subsidiaries and treaties and other planets that are under their control. So they knew the only way they would be able to win is to just make it so expensive for people on Earth that Earth would eventually give up, and that's what happens. That's the plot of the book. Kenneth and his team doing their guerrilla campaign on Earth, and it's pretty amazing. Relatively small group of people. Not all of them survive. Very few of them survive, but they pull off an inordinate amount of destruction to infrastructure, to power, to utilities, to government, all over the place. I mean, it's pretty brilliant, actually. It's very, very fascinating. Like I said, it's a super fun book. So if you like science fiction, you like military science fiction, you like special forces type books and things along those lines, check it out. Check it out. Michael Z Williamson's The Weapon. Hit those like and subscribe buttons, please, and we will catch you next time. Bye now.